Coffee is so important. All right, welcome back YouTube to another trade breakdown. Last week was rough. I don't know about how it was for you guys, but it was rough. Every single trade that I took was break even, and one was one loss. But I still didn't lose money for the week. I was still profitable. My break evens are set at 0.2R. So even if it does go against me or comes back out of profit, my break evens are always profitable. So when it comes to US30, always share the trade idea and the trade breakdown. Um, this was the only positive trade I had last week, but nevertheless, I'm not complaining. Any positive week, day, month, anything profitable, I'm not going to complain about. All right, so let's get into this trade in 5 minutes or less. Let's get into it. All right, so as always, excuse me, start off with our weekly directional bias. Take around to the daily. Map out obvious structure until you get the price. Let's use this. That one. All right, so prices in between this high and this low, this daily range. Let's turn that off. Need daily. All right, and from this daily pivot, we got a moving average violation, so we got to go up to the 4 hour. Perfect. So now we can map market price until we get to current price. So this is 4 hours all the way across. All right, this is our highest support and resistance level. Let's just turn that into 4 hour. Do we got to sip for some coffee? All right, so price is in between this low and this high on the 4 hour. So we go to our most recent pivot, because again, we're only looking for longs. So price pivoted here first, and then it came down, and then it pivoted right here again. The idea is still valid. What am I doing? All right, there we go. So 4 hour. So 4 hour structure is equivalent to 15-minute execution. All right. So if we zoom in here, we see from the bottom of the pivot, this is structure. It's very small structure, but structure nonetheless. So that's our 15-minute support and resistance level. And now we are here at current price. Now I took this trade around the, I was looking at it during London, and then it moved over into the New York session. So I took the actual trade in New York session. So this is our valid pullback. We got a range tolerance for US30, which is higher than GU and gold. And we're waiting on price to touch that level. If not, I'm not interested. I need 2 out of the 3 confluences before I'm looking to get entry. All right, and there we have it. We got 2. Our range, our range tolerance mitigation, and we're still on the proper side of the moving averages. So as you guys already know, I only trade on or make my entries on regular candles. Let's see what happens. All right, so this is an extremely bearish candle. More than 70% of the body is closed below what I'm looking for. So I'm looking to take entry once price closes above this level. All right, so let's see what happens. There we go. As soon as price closed right here, I got in. All right, now I know this was a trailing stop win, like they always are. As soon as price hits this red level, I'm putting my stop loss to break even, which I explained earlier is always going to be in profit, but price shot all the way up and retraced, and as soon as it hit this trailing stop level, that's when I start choking price. So let's look at it on a smaller level. So New York Stock Exchange open 9:30, price pushed super hard. So from this high to this low, let me go back to the 15. Between this gap, the trailing stop in my TP1, price went all the way up here and then came back down here, and then that's when I closed out the price. So let's put a long here to get a better visual. All right, so price went all the way up here, came back down to like, I believe it was 2R or 2.1, same thing. But that is it. Again, it's the same thing over and over. I'm going to drill this in your head until you get it memorized. Structure, anatomy, execution. I'll see you on the next breakdown. Good luck on the trade.